How long are you going to tell yourself that you need more time? That someday you're going to make this happen? That you'll keep on preparing yourself? That right now you don't feel ready? You don't need more time. You just need bigger balls, and you need to start taking more action. The moment you start taking action, you tell yourself you're overwhelmed. Why are you overwhelmed? You feel entitled to the result. You don't see it in the timeline that you wanted it by, so now you get upset and you stop taking the action. You need to go back and prepare more. How can you get to the destination? How can you get the outcome if you stop doing the very thing that's going to give it to you? You feel entitled to the outcome that you can't control instead of feeling entitled to the inputs that will eventually give you the outcome. You're so focused on appearing and acquiring rather than being and becoming, which is why they always say the person that falls and becomes obsessed with the journey rather than the destination, that person cannot be stopped. The only reason you get overwhelmed is because you feel that emotional intensity. Why do you keep on relying on your emotions? Oh, because I feel upset and I need to listen to how I feel. I'm a human. No, that is your biggest problem. Let's zoom out for a minute. How has listening to your emotions benefited you? Tell me. Has it given you progress or has it given you problems? Because once those emotions go, once you come back to a neutral, how do you feel? Fuck, I should have done that. Next time I feel this, I'm gonna make sure I don't repeat it again. I'm gonna write down on my notes to make sure the next time I feel this is how I'm gonna make sure I overcome it. Then when you're faced with that emotion again, what happens? You go and repeat the same cycle again. What is your issue? You never learn. This is why you need to learn to stick to the plan and move your emotion to the side. Because feeling ready isn't a feeling. It's a decision that you have to make. And when a decision's made, in the moment. Everything matters. Is the decision you make in that split second. Look, I got a new iPhone. I have this iPhone without a screen protector, without a case. The first time I used it, I dropped it. And now I don't know if you can see, it's got a crack on it. That split second where I could have before put the phone case on, I didn't. So now I have a permanent damage on my phone. And I go back, fuck, why did I put a screen protector? This is gonna cost me 700 euros to fix. This is exactly like your life. What is that split decision costing you? That split decision is costing you from staying in the same place, and how long has it been, to being the person you want to become. The thing is, you've neglected yourself and you've doubted yourself and you've kept on listening to your emotions that you don't believe in yourself, that now it's just, you don't actually think change is possible. You kind of know change is possible. You want change, but when it's time to go ahead and do it, you don't actually see it. The vision changes, the story changes. When you're motivated, you see it. But as you go ahead and do it, all of a sudden, you freeze. Wait, what am I doing? So you're more inclined to the fear than to the actual going on the journey of making it happen. Why? Because you've built a very poor relationship with yourself. Because you think you need more time. You think you have to be more prepared. The preparation, you go along the way. Most of you are just spending time. I want you to imagine yourself like a car, right? So you're on this car and you have a very, very good car. Let's just say your favorite car. In my case, I like myself a Ford Mustang, or let's just say a Lamborghini Urus, because we all know this car. Now you have an amazing Lamborghini Urus. You want this Lamborghini Urus, and you keep on fixing it. You keep on putting a new exhaust, better tires, like you keep on putting like new nitro and like better chairs and the best seat belts, the best GPS system. But the whole point of the car is you're fixing it to go on this journey. But the difference is you're spending so much time fixing the car that you're not actually going on the journey. Be like, no, but I need to make sure that I put these dust caps on it, and I need to make sure that I put these bulletproof like windows on the car just in case I get shot out on this journey. How do you know you need this? But what if I need it? You're so stuck overthinking what could happen that you will never actually know, because you're not doing anything but thinking. You're not doing anything more than preparing. You need to go on this journey, because guess what? As you go on this journey, you realize the roads are slightly bumpy. Let me change the tires. Or maybe I had a slight puncture. Let me go to the garage. Now you have real life data that tells you what you need to actually improve, instead of just imagining what you have to improve. You need to go out there, instead of just focusing on theory, You need to actually live it. Most of you guys are theoretical, and theoretical is hypocritical. You guys need to go out there and experiment, and the only way you can experiment is grabbing your right hands and grabbing your balls. I don't know if you're a woman, but grab those balls and go out there and attack life, because life keeps on attacking you, dragging you, twisting you, throwing you, disrespecting you. How long are you going to let that happen? When are you going to finally stand up for yourself? When are you actually going to go ahead and make those dreams come true? Because guess what? They're there waiting for you. There's a reason why you have that very specific vision. I don't have that vision. I never wanted to be a pilot, but guess what? There's a pilot out there. Why? Because he envisioned himself. He followed through, and he became a pilot. Was it a straight linear line? No. Going towards everything that you want is a fucking roller coaster. But you have to make sure that you're constantly going and you never stop. Which is why you need to have absolute certainty and belief in yourself. And the only way that you do that is if you continuously take action and do the things that you said you were going to do. Doesn't matter if you make a mistake. You learn from it. Mistakes are good. I actually want you to make more mistakes. How do you think I got here? Because I decided to one day grab my phone and just get here? No, I made so many mistakes. You know how you get here? You show up every single day. You make sure you get laughed at. You make sure that your parents end up questioning and doubting everything that you actually do. Your friends look at you like you're insane. You get to the point where you basically have no money. You are struggling. You are doubting yourself. You're praying to God because you don't know how anything's gonna work out. That's how you know you're on the right track. Because eventually you just need one moment. When that moment comes, you don't even feel surprised. You don't even feel like super happy. You just feel deserving of it, because you know you've actually put the work in. So you don't need more time. You need to start grabbing your balls and going towards that thing. Because how long has it been, and how long are you going to wait? Because remember, the last thing you want is realizing that you're afraid to take the risk. But wait until you get that bill of regret or that bill of a wasted life. You do not want that, and I do not want that for you. Start living and stop existing. Love you guys. That is Sumo.